Hello, welcome back. Thought I'd jump on. I don't know, first, probably a short stream. I'm not sure how long I'll go. Family should be getting back from camping about any time now, so I'll go till they get home and start making a whole bunch of noise, and then I'll get out of here. But we just finished seeding the three fields we had created. So what I want to do now is we're gonna run this lumber across the pond um, to the beehive hut, and we'll continue long pallets, and we'll just continue making beehives with them for now until we need the plywood to start building buildings with. So I'm just gonna run it all over, and then we're gonna come back and get the rest of the mammoth mill emptied and put in storage. So eventually this plywood's going to become like gold when we start building factories. But for now, we'll just turn it into beehives. And then before we head across the river with this, as I pull the darn ferry away from the dock, just back him back in, I want to see what we have in the way of compost or silage to sell. So we have 170,000 liters of silage, but I'd rather probably save this for the diesel factory. We have about 100,000 liters of comp. Alright, so we're not going to sell that off quite yet. So let's run these guys over to the beehive hut. I was trying to find something else I could sell to get some cash, but we'll just sleep tonight and see what we can sell in the morning. Watch out for the fishing boat. And depending on how much lumber we have, maybe we'll come over and sell off a load of lumber. It's not past the entrance off this time. Alright, so I know it's only 3 beehives, but we're not going to go back empty-handed, so let's just change this to the tall pallets. And we'll just take these couple of beehives back with us. Coming a little slower. And, oh, I caught it. Thought I was going to be in the water. Drop these off. So I want to get the mill emptied before we sleep tonight. I know we got like 2 game hours yet to go, but there's really not much more to do. Until we get some more factories or property. And just passed off the beehives. Everybody's probably yelling at me, where's he going? Getting lost on my own map. Alright, so let's go back to the regular size pallets. And we'll get these spawners emptied and in storage. Nothing on this side. Hopefully we'll get some ore over here tomorrow and we'll get the steel products being made. I think that this is the drop-off side. Yep. Come back here and grab the paper. Any more on this side? Nope. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I just want to check. I got a message pop up on my phone. I just want to take a quick peek at that. Oh, come on, right? You got one. There we go. What else do we have? Not too concerned with the firewood. There's plenty of spawners on the front. No. Well, yeah, there's plenty of spawners there. We can. What else do we have that needs to be picked up? We've got lumber in there. This one's not making anything yet. You're not making anything yet. We have a few pallets. Let's grab the pallets, so we'll grab the firewood. And we'll grab the lumber. And we'll get all of these. So what do we have? So tempted to sell this lumber for some cash. 10,000 liters? Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. About 80,000 liters of lumber. What's lumber selling for? Lumber is selling for about $645. Yeah, we'll only get about $64,000 for the lumber. I think I'll save it. So what's my next setting? Medium pallets. I think the pallets are medium. Yep. Throw these in storage. We'll just throw the lumber in storage for now. So that is going to be the long pallets. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Alright, so that is those. Now I think I put firewood in this warehouse because it wouldn't fit over here. This holds, yeah, this one holds our firewood over here. Where's my truck? So let's grab the firewood just to get those spawners clearer. And then once we sleep tonight, I won't have to worry about this running out of room. I think there is there a firewood? Robo's rocks. Tall pallets, I think. Yeah. Alright, so that cleans up the mill. Let's drop these off in here. Get them in storage. Now we have to run over and we have to let's clean up. Let's check on the what we got going on over here. Alright, so we have boulders up on the hill we have to bring down. Now we have dynamic piles to clean up. Yeah, because we're not going to get any more coal to spawn on the ground. So let's grab this guy first. Let's get our boulders taken care of. Oh, I missed the stop sign. I'll have to get it on the way out. And what set we are on rock setting. I think I'm almost positive on the next update, I'm going to increase the capacity of each boulder. So they'll take longer to spawn, but there'll be more capacity where we won't have to uh, worrying about emptying them every 2 hours with the spawners being full. And I'll do that to all the boulders. Come on, get in there. Either that or I'll put like 25 or 30 more spawners of each rock in. One of the two. But I want it to run a little bit longer before it shuts down. So that's our coal. Let's grab. Let's see what it's. I know our ore hasn't been running long, but let's check on the ore. This factor's probably only been running probably about 2 hours. Yeah, first stop sign of the day. Let's grab our ore balls. I mean our ore rock. Yeah, I guess I read right before I jumped back online here that we lost Alex Trebek today. Such a great TV host. So thoughts and prayers out to his family. And then was on my classmates' Facebook page today, and we had lost another classmate today as well. So I think about 5 or 6 classmates in the last 2 years. Alright, so we'll get these down here and we'll check on the rock crusher. That'll get us some ore. Catch up on chat here a second. Dutch mudding, hello. Gotta use that flatbed for that for sure. Yeah, it is much easier than throwing the rocks down the hill or pushing them off with the front loader. Yeah, if we get the stop sign. Ah, yeah, that's two for this today. Alright, so let's get these down. Yeah, there's a special setting for just for rock, called rock for all the boulders. So just use them, knock them off. Now we got to get all these piles picked up off the ground. Yeah, it makes quick work of the boulders. So much better, yeah. Oh, come on. Get you without knocking the truck off the cliff. Alright. You're not going to hide in there on me. Let's turn strength on. Come on, out of there. You're getting crushed up too. No hiding. It's not fair to your rock buddies that bit the dust. Now, it's about 17:45. We have a little bit more time before we can sleep. I don't have a snowblower, anything with a front loader, 3-point hitch, PTO, or trailer on this island, and I don't have the money. I don't want to I don't want to increase my loan any more than it is until we can get some cash tomorrow. So I am going to go head back over to our other island and bring some equipment over here, and then that'll allow me to take a load of coal back. So let's give this a quick save. I'm going to grab a sip of iced tea. So let's head back over here to warehouse 1. I want to grab this tractor. Let's drop off our cedar. I want to grab this trailer. We're going to take a load of silage with us. Because I've got a crop of barley planted so we can get the refinery up and running. So I could take some silage since we're going that way. I don't have to run over there with an empty load. Now we'll grab our snowblower attachment. Look at that. Almost got whacked up by the boat. And that boat will take you out. Dump your ferry upside down and dump your entire load in the water. Alright, so throw a little bit of silage, like I said, in the refinery. Can we get in the tractor? Yeah, we can get in the tractor. My tractor's quicker than your tractor. So let's get this silence dumped off. We'll bring some coal back with us. We'll dump off a little bit of coal. And then tomorrow we'll have a ton of barley to drop off. And we're going to sell every last bit of straw tomorrow for some cash. Alright, now let's head over the far side first and we'll grab the sand. And we'll come back to, we'll just work our way back. Alright, so let's grab the sand. It's unfolded. Let's go. Oh, yeah, it's unfolded. Let's go pipe out. Turn you on, lower your butt down. Get the minds clear before we sleep tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, it was dash modding. I don't have a second monitor, so I gotta keep checking messages on my phone. And I got like a little, I swear, the smallest screen they make. But if you take this off relatively slowly, it doesn't mess the triggers up where it stops spawning. So you definitely cannot use the snowblower from the Ricci's Hollow or Ritchiville map. And you can definitely not use Stevie's belts that have been sped up, because it'll suck it off the spawners too quickly, and the spawners thinks it's still there. So this snowblower works about the best. turned off. See how much. Make sure we still got a bit of diesel in here. 14,000 liters, we do. Throw this in the silo. Since I don't have any, I don't own the cement plant yet. Drop you off in here. Let's head to the rock crusher. Here goes my truck. Alright, so let's grab our gravel. So if you take it off the spawner slow enough, if it triggers, will just not get messed up and it just keeps on making. Alright, so throw this in storage. We'll grab the coal. Take the coal with us and throw it in the refinery. coal. I'll probably forward time a little bit so we can sleep tonight. I don't have much of anything else to do. Now before I pick up the coal, what do we have in the way of clean fill? Only 13,000 liters. Alright, so we don't need to worry about emptying that quite yet. I think I am going to make another slight adjustment on an update so we get a little bit more clean fill out of all of the factories. It is producing clean fill relatively slowly. So I'll probably increase the clean fill in all the factories and increase the size of the boulders to make it a little bit easier for single player. Alright, I'm going to dump a little bit of this coal off because I don't want to take this much with me. Actually, I'll take it with me. Whatever doesn't fit in the refinery, I'll throw in the quarry storage over by Mammoth Mill. Did I lift you up off the ground? I did. So let's go and just throw the pipe in for now. Dump this off here. just ready for our grain. We'll get our diesel up and running. So our diesel production, we have a little bit of coal, we have a little bit of silage, and we have our barley planted. I don't have any oil going yet, so, but we'll have barley going tomorrow. And then we'll have steel going tomorrow, so we'll see how long before we can get an oil well up and running. Can we get another stop sign? Yeah, I think that's 3 today. Back across. Can we get at it? Yeah, I think we can get across before he comes buzzing by. Play chicken with the fishing boat. Leave the snowblower here because I don't need it for anything over here quite yet. And we are going to have to lease a harvester or just take out a good size loan to buy one. We'll see. I'll make that decision in the morning. But we really don't have much to do. I am going to come over here. So this field is clover. It's 100% fertilized. This is 100% fertilized. It's also clover. I plan on putting a couple more composters and grass dryers down. I do not have a sleep trigger yet, so we're just going to come over here and quick save. Let's go to here, farmhouses. What do we want? Do we want the outhouse? Now let's throw the chairs down. Let's put the chairs down here by the garage, so we'll have some place to sleep tonight. And they're buried in the grass. Look, we get to sleep in the grass. All right. Now our poplar's growing. It's only 50% fertilized, but I can't fertilize it yet until it comes up to the next stage. So for now, let's go 120 times till we get to either 1900 or 1930 where we can sleep tonight. See if this next stage pops up before we sleep tonight. So poplar needs fertilizer. Alright, so let's go back down to 1 speed. Poplar needs fertilizer, but I can't fertilize it yet. Our barley needs fertilizer, but again, it has to pop up to the next growth stage. Let's go back to 120 just so we can get to 2000, and we'll see if it pops up or not. It is give the map a few seconds to catch up from the fast forward. So we're going to end up fertilizing this tomorrow. And we're going to end up fertilizing this tomorrow, which is a shame, because I was hoping to get it in early. But let's grab this guy. Let's empty our lime, which I absolutely... Oh, and I got you stuck around the pole. Oh, almost glitched it out. We got lucky. Alright, so let's come over here. I hate doing this. And can we empty the lime? Oh, you're not going to let me empty you, are you? Unload. Alright, so there's our lime. We're going to have to throw some solid fertilizer in here, which I don't even have that down. You don't take liquid fertilizer, do you? No, we're going to have to throw some solid fertilizer in here. So, alright, let's get you over here. Yeah, you're out of the way, about there. Oh, cool. We can fertilize now. Hopefully we get this done before it gets too dark. Alright, so let's open the cover. Why do you still have lime in you? You did not empty. Greet and hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. Chef 093, how's it going? Hey, old man, how's it going? It is going pretty good. I didn't feel like working in the editor today, so I decided to spend quite a bit of time in my single player uh, save, which I don't get a chance to sit down and play that often, so I just thought I'd sit back and play a little bit today. Cretin, loving the map. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm having a blast on this map myself. And I want to see if we can get these fields fertilized before we sleep tonight. Figure I'll throw this to about 50%. We'll see how far that goes. I don't want to overfill it so I don't have these stupid pallets sitting all over the damn map. But I've got a couple of good-sized fields to fertilize. Clearview Bob, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Let's head over this way. Let's get the cover closed. Did my poplar come up yet where we can fertilize it? Yes, it did. So let's fertilize the poplar first. And then so we're going to have 4 fields to fertilize. Hopefully we can get it in before it gets too dark. So I don't like fertilizing when it's it's late in the plant growth stage and the plants are taller than the darn implement you're using. But I planted poplar here so I don't have to mess with any trees. And this will keep our mill going. And we're going to have that annoying little strip up the center of the field to deal with. Let me finish this field, I'll catch up on chat. I guess I don't have 2 screens, so I only have the 1 screen. We are enjoying the map. Thank you for all your hard work, Clearview Bob. You are welcome. I have more fun building than I do playing. Alright, so poplar field is done. This is now 100% fertilized. It is limed. It is ready to go once it's grown. Come over here, we'll hit this first field of barley. I really didn't want to do this in the dark, but I want to get this done before we sleep tonight. But I planted this crop really late. It was probably about 15 or 1600 in game time when we finally got this field created and seeded. $21,000. I have probably a $500,000 loan yet to pay back, and I don't own much property yet. I own pretty much this whole island, but I do not own the orchards and greenhouses yet. And the only other property I own is the coal mine, the ore mine, the sand mine, and the rock crusher. But all of this barley is going to go right to the fuel refinery, and all the straw is going to be just get sold off for cash. And I'm going to end up taking out another $500,000 loan so I can purchase a harvester tomorrow. Dixie's in the house. I completely forgot that Nick was streaming today. I ended up getting off at noon, my time, grabbed some lunch, wasn't feeling the greatest, so I laid down till about 3 o'clock. Took care of the animals, cleaned up the house, and I figured I'd get another quick stream in before the family gets home from camping, which is going to be about any time now. So, see how much of this we can get in the dark without missing it a bunch. If it's not perfect, I'm not too concerned, as long as we get most of it. And this is going to narrow up, so let's come back here and get this little spot that I missed. So like I said, I just wanted to get another quick stream in before they get home, so it will not be quiet. And then tomorrow, I will not be online, at least on Twitch, for 2 or 3 days. I want to take the Ritchieville map. I started the update, so I want to take the time and get all the fill planes particle effects, the like I said, fill type particle effects, fill planes, and get all that in the map for the products, so it'll match this map. And then eventually, once all the products in that map, we'll get all the pallets from this map in that map. Mining will get done first, so we'll convert all the mines over so they work the same way as this map. After mining is done, I'm going to build a mini Mammoth Mill on that map, so we have the same identical lumber steel production. It will get a mini cement factory, it'll get a mini battery factory, it'll get a mini glue factory, it'll get a mini textile mill. So we just have all the basics built into the map, and then the remaining factories will be placeable. But I want to get the basics in the map first. So I don't want to make a placeable, mammoth mill, a placeable cement factory, a placeable glue factory, a placeable textile factory. I want to get all just the basics built into the map. Alright, so that's the end of this bit. Get these done and sleep tonight. And I'm going to have to come back and get one more small section up the center. Turn you off. Get this last little section. Alright, so that's this half. Let's go get the other little field. Sorry guys, I know it's dark. I really hate working through the dark, but bear with me just a little bit longer. Wayner1, hello, welcome. Let me get this half the field done. I just wanted to catch this on this first growth stage. I know it's dark on the screen. It doesn't make for a good viewing pleasure, but I don't want to be driving through the crop tomorrow when it was really tall. And we're going to have that annoying little strip up the center to come back and get. So guys, let me get this done so I can, and then I'll catch up on chat. I'm going to have a little bit more to get. Come back and finish that section. Get this annoying little strip up the center. Then we just got to go check on that last field. Alright, so that's that annoying little strip up the center. Gamer Paul 22, hello, welcome. Queen Chris, cutting trees now over on Mammoth. Yeah, I did like 3 or 4 hours of, and I'm driving over where I missed. I did about 3 or 4 hours of tree cutting off camera because it was so boring. I don't want to bore. I didn't want to finish boring everybody to death, spending 3 or 4 hours taking trees out. Alright, so that finishes this up. Let's head over to Mammoth Island and we'll check on that last little section. And what I may do is just sleep tonight and get that last section in the morning. It is just way too dark to be doing anything. Let's see what kind of stage it's in. Yeah, and it's ready to be fertilized as well. But I just can't see. We'll park this here, we'll hit this in the morning. Hopefully the crop won't be too tall. Alright, so let's head over here. I'm about ready to go out and yell at the damn dog. Alright, so let's head over here, grab our lawn chairs. Let's go about 11 hours. Time we have about 7:20 in the morning. Badaku Farms. Dixie the professional logger. Yeah, exactly. You can always. Oh, I didn't even think about stopping the plant growth. Oh well. Dixie's clearing mines. I heard. Yes, she is. Alright, so let's over here. We'll hit this fertilizer, and then we'll see how far along our clover is before it has to get harvested. But let's grab this. We'll get this field done. And this will be the last stage of fertilizer back here. And then we'll probably go take care of the mines one more time, because I'm sure, oh look, exactly what I didn't want to do. Driving through the copper I can't see. I may have to just go drone view where I can see the change in color on the dirt. That's the first runner. Yeah, I just can't see the change in color on the textures. Let's see if we go the opposite way if I can see it. If not, I'm just going to say the heck with it and leave this field. Oh, I did miss a section. Sorry guys, the eyes just aren't as good as they used to be. It's hard for me to tell what's been sprayed and what hasn't. I swear I got this area already. Does this even need fertilizer? Or am I fertilizing for nothing? Yeah, it does need fertilizer. Alright, let's see if we can go this way. Can I see it any better? I swear it's not fertilizing in spots. But let's see if we can come across this way. If I can see the ground texture any better. Yeah, I think I can see a little bit better going this direction, so we'll just do a couple UEs back and forth. Oh, great. Alright, I'm done. Well, we're done. The rest of this field is going to stay unfertilized. And we'll eat whatever crop loss. The kind of farm will put you to sleep. Yeah, I I enjoy doing my own field work. Get some square fields on the other islands once I have a little bit more room to expand. Then I'm just going to make really big square fields or rectangular fields and just hire the workers. But coming over here, I didn't have the money to be messing around with just big square fields. So I just came over here and made a bunch of weird shaped smaller fields just to earn some cash. So let's throw you here. Where's our clover? Our clover is ready to harvest. Alright, so I don't want to lease a harvester. So what do we need? Nope, I want my cameo. Where is it? Harvesters. 425. 425, about 525. Let's eat. Let's bite the bullet. Let's just increase our loan. And we'll pay this back once we get some cash in. 'Cause I don't want to lease a harvester. I think my store delivery's over here, but let me just be sure. And let's grab the header. I'm going to get this crop in while it's relatively early in the day, and then we'll mess with getting the mines back up and running, because I'm sure they're full and have stopped. Okay, no, I want to connect. There we go. You I wanted to close. So let's come in here. Make sure we are on straw swath, which we are good. Oh, come on, like I've never played this game before. I want to lower. There we go. Turn you on. Like I said, I swear I've never played this game before. We are going to just straight up sell the clover and maybe even all the grass just to get some cash in. Or I'll just max out my loan and put another grass dryer and composter down. But we'll get a headland in here. Square this off. And I'm going to actually see if it will hire a worker. I'm curious. Let's try and get square. It will hire a worker. Let's see what it does at the end of the field. You're going to get stuck on your own pile. Maybe not. Give him a second, I'll catch up on chat. Queen Chris, took me a couple of times to get it to work right, but once I did, it worked awesome. The tree planter, Queen Chris, sweet. We'll try it. I know wood chip work most of the factories, but I know you'll need some logs for the boat factory, yeah. Alright, so where are you going? And you're gonna quit? No? Yes? Maybe? You are gonna keep working. Alright, if you're gonna keep working, we will let you do this field. Alright, we'll let you do this field. We will come over here and we will check on our mines. So let's grab this guy. Dixie, I don't know if you were in stream earlier or not, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a small update out this week. I want to increase every mine so it makes more clean fill. I'm also going to increase the size of all of the boulders so it doesn't the factory doesn't shut down by itself as quickly. So I'll take the weight out of these boulders so they're a little bit lighter, and then I'll bump them up so they're more capacity, and the mines won't shut down as often or as quickly and just stop running. Now that I'm playing, I realize that it's after about 4 hours in game, there's enough boulders up here where the mine just shuts down. And all the changes will work with an existing game save. Because in single player it is going to be tough to keep all the mines running if it shuts down after about 4 hours. So between working on, probably do that quick update tomorrow, and let me know if there's anything else on your to-do list that you know of that we needed to look at or update. I know I need to put diesel back in the price menu because it's missing. But I don't know if there's anything else while you were playing that caught your eye that we need to get addressed. And no more ferries. You got 6. What did you write? Oh yeah, the output. Yeah, definitely need more clean fill, and I definitely want to increase the boulders, size of the boulders, so they spawn a lot slower, so the factory will run quicker, or it'll run longer. There's nothing I can do about the dynamic piles. They are what they are. They're going to have to be emptied. But I've been coming over here about every 3 to 4 game hours just to keep the mines running. Hopefully our hired workers not making a mess. And I want to talk to Papa. I think if we make the boulders just a little bit smaller, which I can do, then we may be able to rework this truck to get a double row of boulders on here. So I'll get with Papa tomorrow and we'll see what kind of a quick update we can do. Be nice to get a double row of boulders on there. You're gonna fall in. You're gonna fall in. And I just got to make sure that they're going to work with an existing save. They should. All I'm going to do is just make the size of the boulder a little bit smaller. And I don't even have nickel and copper going yet. And it's a pain just to keep these 3 mines running in single player. Yeah, my hard worker, he probably is sitting over there in the ocean somewhere. Blocked by an object. Of course he's blocked by an object. What's he blocked by? Stuck on a pile. Come on. Power out of there. Come on. Rocket back and forth. You can do it. Yeah. Power out of there without using super strength. Okay. Lower. Oh, lower. It wasn't lower. It was lowered. I raised it. Alright, can you behave this time? Yeah, my luck. He dumped the harvester in the water. I'd have to reset it and then lose the entire crop. Alright, now we got just enough money. I'm going to buy some equipment for this island so I don't have to keep driving my tractor and snowblower and trailer over here. So we're just going to buy another setup. I already priced it out. It's about 70,000. So let's put you back over here. Alright, let's get my store delivery mod over here. You're blocked by an object again. Well, you can just sit there for a minute. We are going to get... I'm going to get you. We are going to get you. We're going to go, yeah, I'm going to get you, and we're going to get you. For this island. Now let's go see, let's just hook this up and we'll see what our helper did. And this way we can get the mines cleared over here. Alright, so, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get you out this time. Come on, let's rock it. Maybe. No, we're going to have to super strength it off of here. Reverse, nothing. Come on, rocket. Rocket off of there. Come on, yeah. Alright, let's just finish this. Can you at least finish this before you get yourself stuck again? I could have swore I made those grass piles smaller so they weren't as high on this map. Alright, so let us unfold you, throw the pipe out. Get you lowered. Maybe we can get the coal picked up before he gets himself stuck again. I'm surprised. It's getting dark. I'm surprised they're not home yet with the camper. Of course you're stuck again. Well, you're going to have to wait for me to get the coal picked up. If I can't trust you to get that half the field done, I know I can't trust you to get the other half of the field done. But I didn't want these mines to sit here idle either. Alright, so this gets us a good bit of coal. Dump this off. And come on. Oh no, I think you're like stuck for good this time. Come on. I've got Dixie here to help me off. Oh, come on. No super strength? I can't lift him up? Oh, wants me to enter the vehicle. We're not going to be able to super strength him off of here. We're going to have to get another truck and ram him off of there. Backwards? No. Alright, drop the header. No, that's not going to help us. Alright, option B. suck the grass out from underneath them. Look, now we go from bad to worse. Can we back you out of there? I can. And I don't even trust you to harvest the other half of this field. Alright, let's see how you do if I don't do a headland. We'll just get you started over here. See if you behave any better. Come across here. See what you do when you get to the end of the row. And you're going to get stuck on your own pile on the first row. Yes, you are. Sorry. So we're going to have to come over here and do this ourselves. We are just going to come over here and do this ourselves. Alright. You can sit there a minute. I want to get these mines done first. And then we'll just go over and take care of that ourselves. Yeah, I paid you $378 for sitting on top of a grass pile doing nothing. I was never a fan of the power buggy, but I guess that would help. But with the hired help being so retarded, it may be an option in the future. I was just trying to save some time, let him harvest that while I got the mines cleared. But we'll go old school and do it the hard way. Alright, that's a good bit of iron. We are going to have to eventually cart this across to Mammoth Mill. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be going. Like I said, they should be home about any time now. Let's grab the gravel and the sand. Or at least the gravel. Sand I'm not too concerned with. I'm only throwing that in storage. Maybe we'll experiment on the next harvest. The harvester with the power buggy, the loading wagon, and we'll see how retarded the hired worker acts with it. Just to mess around a little bit tomorrow. Alright, so there's not as much gravel. Throw this in storage, and we'll just might as well get the sand and then get the rest of that clover harvested. Get those clover fields done and the grass picked up, and I'm probably going to call it a night. grab the sand. Queen Chris, yeah, got the trees done on Mammoth. Yeah, I think it between the Orchard Island and Mammoth Island, I think it took me between like 3 and 4 hours to clear all those trees. But it's a relatively inexpensive area on the map to start with. Oh my, did I run out of diesel? Or did I suck it off too quick and the spawners didn't reset? Yep, we sucked it off too quick and the spawners didn't reset. Alright, when I exit the game and come back in, they'll reset themselves. So you can sit there. Just back you out of the triggers. Let you sit here. We have to look into these spawners. Maybe they're sitting a little bit too low in the ground. Alright, let's put you to work. Get a headland or two done and then knock this clover out. I planted 800 trees at that field by Mammoth Erection, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of forestry, so I don't plan on replanting any trees. Eventually, on the other islands, once I own the boathouse, I'll save the trees on the other islands just for the boathouse. You know it's going to drive me nuts if I don't get those 2 liters of clover. Oh, I still missed a little bit of clover over in the other spot. I know Michael B was planting trees also, and he was using that. I didn't get a chance to look at the mod yet, but it's a triple wide um, attachment where you can put 3 of the tree planters on it. And then this is going to go right back to clover because this is pretty much just a cash crop for now. put the link here in chat. Oh, for the triple. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at that mod. Not that I plan on planting trees anytime soon. It just looks pretty cool. But when I do have to eventually plant trees, I'll probably definitely use it. I can't imagine how high this pile of grass would be if we used a 100-meter header. Nick the Hick in the house. So much grass would drop under the harvest you wouldn't be stopped. Yeah, that 100-meter header. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I swear, when I built this map, I lowered the channels so the grass and the straw was not supposed to be as tall. So I just want to take a quick peek at that tomorrow. Yeah, that definitely gave the hired work a fit because it just stopped, it got stuck at the end of every row. Just missed that tree. Sorry, Nick, didn't catch your live stream today. I wasn't feeling well. I laid down for a couple hours this afternoon. So I'll watch go back and watch it at some point this week. 3 a.m. when I can't sleep, I'll throw YouTube on. It's usually when I catch up on my YouTube and Twitch reruns. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more than one row. No problem, but I'll put it once it finishes buffering on YouTube. Yeah, I'll catch the YouTube rerun at some point this week. Alright, let's not get stuck on that pile. I've also been watching some YouTube videos and looking into what software I would need, but I would love to be able to not only, I'll cut back on live streaming on Twitch, but I want to start to record, edit, render videos for YouTube, and start some Let's Play series on YouTube. I'm clueless when it comes to what software I would need and how to even edit and render a video. I guess I should ask my daughter, since she has a degree, it's a bachelor's degree in 3D animation. Maybe a trip to Texas, spend a week with my daughter. I'm sure she can show me how to do all that, 'cause I know she did it in college. I know she spent hours waiting for videos to render for class. Alright, let's get you turned off. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you parked here for now. Till I can get you emptied. Like I said, when I get this grass picked up, guys, I'm going to call it, because I know the family's should be home any minute now, and I want to grab some dinner, and then we'll pick up with this mess on another day. I guess I didn't lower it. Do I have a GetForce graphics card? Yes, I do have a GetForce graphics card. But like I said, computers and I've never had a computer class in my entire life, so I know little to nothing about computers. My son's the computer guy, and my daughter's the animator. Like I said, she has a degree in computer or 3D animation, and she works for Rooster Teeth Animation. She works on a show called Ruby that they have on their website, and Rooster Teeth Animation, and on YouTube. So okay, so then you have Shadow Play, and you can use that to record my video. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, Nick, I'll probably hit you up at some point. Um, After I get the other two maps updated, I'll have a little bit more time, because then I'm done with creating and updating for FS19. As soon as those other two older maps are updated, I'm just going to sit back and play. Uh, this is... Was this... Did we put this in the vehicle pack? Or is this not in the vehicle pack? I can't remember. Give myself a little bit of room to turn around. Farm 663, hello. Welcome to the stream. Uh-oh, what's Dixie going to look for? And this grass is just going to be straight up sell for some cash. I'm not even going to take the time to turn it into silage or compost. And then we'll save the next harvest for compost and more silage. So I'm just going to replant clover on these two fields. So I want to try and get enough money to buy the orchards and greenhouses and pay back on my $1 million loan. So I'm going to sell this and the clover off. Yeah, this is just going to be straight up sell for cash. Oh, who did Nightbot get? Wayne, or what you trying to post? Link? Alright, so who is... Wait for the save. I know this is not going to be a ton of money, but let's see who's buying grass. Oh, wow, not good at all. We should probably turn it into silage or compost. It's only $75. It's compost. Yeah, let's turn it into... what do we got? 2 million. Now let's just do it. I need the cash. We'll save tomorrow's harvest for compost and silage. Which one had the better price? I think it was straight at the barn. Right? Yep, straight at the barn. Alright, let's just dump this off. Dump this off, and then I'm going to call it, guys. I'm going to get out of here, get some dinner, take care of the animals, and it's already dark outside, so where is the fishing boat? Ooh, just getting through before the fishing boat gets us. And then I'm going to call it a night. Thank you there, Vodkuda Farms. Chef, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, let's get this sold, see how little cash we get. And then I'm gonna call it. . maybe we can get at least enough to buy one or two of the orchards or greenhouses. I want to get orchard 2 bought so I can start making raw rubber, so we could turn that into glue. Now this should take bales and bulk. And once we empty the harvester, I'll get that clover sold. Oh look, we got a full load of beehives sitting here waiting for us. Stagel Brothers, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping in. I'm getting about ready to wrap things up though, because I've got dinner time and the family's on their way home, and I need to check on the animals. So that's not too bad, I guess. We got about 200,000. We could definitely buy one of the orchards. And then we'll see what we get when we sell off the clover. And we'll definitely get a ton of straw when we harvest the... as soon as the barley's ready to harvest, we'll have a ton of straw. We're going to just sell that off as well. And when I sell off the clover, I'm going to bring the flatbed over so we can pick up those beehives. So let's switch trailers. Let's get him out of here. And drop him off. Grab our other trailer, empty the harvester, and then I'm going to get out of here. We'll take the clover over to sell. We'll take a load of plywood with us to drop off at the beehive production. And then we'll bring the beehives back here with us to drop in the apiary. And we'll pick that up next time. So, drop this guy off. Let's grab this other trailer. get the harvester emptied. So this will get us a little bit more cash. Uh, like I said, we'll sell this off next time. But I am going to call it a night. I want to appreciate everybody for hanging in here tonight, taking time out of your day to stop by, say hello. Thank you for the new follows tonight. Um, I will probably not be on Twitch for at least 2 days. I want to spend the next 2 days working on the Ritchieville off camera because it's going to take me about 2 days to get all the fill planes, particle effects, fill types, particle effects, fill planes, all that happy jazz, all the palettes into that map so we can get it, so I can get it updated. But everybody have a good evening and hope you had a wonderful weekend.